Hello, snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and in this video, we're going to be breaking down the Nitro Capital TLS, their highest end boot. The best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. So get sized right, get the boot that fits your foot and fits your needs. But if you are shopping online, we do have affiliate links down in the description below. And if you're going to your local shop, watch this video all the way through, learn what this boot's about, and then when you get there, slap them a high five and say we sent you. Now, the big thing with the Capital TLS is this is their highest end boot. This is going to have the most premium materials, and it is designed to last. You got that rubber toe, and you just got more rigid material. This is designed to just be so there's no excess seams that may go. The only one you got to worry about is right here where the lacing system is. And even then, you've got this little stopper, you've got this. You'd have to really hack this aggressively to get this to blow out. And on the side here, because of the way the material is, you're not going to have as big of a pitch point if you crank your toe strap down, which is nice. This really just kind of minimizes that. And this is like really rigid material. You'll see like this thing. Like you really got to push it in. It's got a minimal articulation in there, so it's not going to really have a lot of forward flex. And then the back spine, you got a ton of material and it wraps down towards the sides here. So you've got this power dynamic that kind of changes everything with it. This is going to make it more rigid. You're going to get a lot more rebound when you drive into it. The other thing to note is you've got this neoprene back here, and this has give to it, but behind that, you've actually got this little piece that cups the back of your calf, and that's tied to your lacing system. So one of the cool things about the Capital TLS is that you actually get these added tongue stiffeners that you can put in under the speed lace system. They're actually designed to slide in there, and you can make this boot softer or stiffer depending on what you put in there. That's just a nice little piece of customization for this. So if you run them without it and then they clap out, you can put them in, help stiffen them back up. Or if you try them on without them and you're like, hey, this isn't stiff enough, put them in, boom, stiffer boot. Also, you do have reflective heat tape in there to refract. You do have reflective heat tape in there to help trap heat in to keep your feet warmer as well. This has an aggressive sole on it. It's Vibram, and you also get that Arctic grip tread pattern in there. This is going to be really good on cold days. You're going to notice when it's slick that this tends to grip more. It does have a little bit of give right here in the forefoot, but not a crazy amount. And you also have that air pocket in the heel to help dampen. So if you come down hard, this is going to just reduce those impacts. It does sit a little bit higher in the heel than in the toe as well. Basically, they put all the good tread tech into the sole of this boot to help you. With the Capital, you get Nitro's TLS or speed zone lacing. So you have an upper and a lower. These sit on the side of the boots in these pockets, but you pull them and you can get them as tight or as loose as you want. It allows for some customization. The nice thing is that when you open these up, you got this pull tab down here and you can really get this to get everything out of your way. And the top zone is connected to this cable right here that you can pull out, and that wraps around the back here, and you can actually adjust it right here. So if you have a bigger calf, you can adjust this out, or a smaller calf, you can tighten this up. This is a nice little piece of customization that not a lot of companies are doing. Now, going along with that, you also have a sewn in internal harness that sits a little bit lower. So when you crank that liner down, it's gonna pull you into that heel pocket and keep it tighter. And then for the liner, you can actually relace this and it changes the dynamics. So rather than it crisscross over your instep, you can line it back through, and this is going to change the flex over the instep and stiffen it up a little bit. Just a nice little customization piece for it. All right, we're about halfway through this review. Go down, give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying it, or don't. Who am I to tell you what to do? But if you're new here, why don't you subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we've got coming out for you. When it comes to the liner on the Capital, you get the Cloud 10, their highest end liner. It's going to be a little bit more rigid. It uses a little bit different foam. It is heat moldable. You're going to notice that it's not as malleable at the top as other liners from them. And then down here, it gets more rigid. And you also have that big J-bar, which is almost a butterfly wrap because of this little piece back here. This helps give added heel hold in there. You've got neoprene around the toe as well. Velcro to hold the liner in place. And when you pull this open, this red section here is designed to grip your sock. So if your heel starts to slip, it's actually going to keep you locked down. This also has aggressive J-bars in there. So if you've got a tighter heel, this is definitely something to consider. If you do have a wider heel, these may put too much pressure on it and cause problems. Like I said, the best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. I think this is more of a V shape to it than a U shape. Just something to be aware of. With the insole, you get the 3D Plus insole. This has a little bit of arch support, but obviously, like, I can push this down. It's got reflective heat tape in this as well, so this is going to help keep your foot warmer. You got padding under the heel. It's probably good for like a 15-day-a-year rider, but if you ride more than that, you're going to want something a little more aggressive. Measuring this with the liner, and remember, it is a 29.5 Mondo point or an 11.5 US. We've got it at just past 11 in the back, and at the front, we're at about 10 3/4. Measuring the shell without the liner, at the back, we've got this at 10 3/4. At the front, about 10 3/4. It's about equal. So measuring this liner out, we're going to put it at the widest portion at the 1 inch mark. This comes right to about 5, so it's 4 inches wide at the forefoot. Now, this is going to be a bigger shell, so let's measure this and see where we're at with everything. And this comes in at about 12.5 inches length on this. So, you big-footed guys, be aware of that. Measuring it at the widest portion, it's about 4.5 inches wide. Like what we're doing here? Want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. Well, this is a burly boot, not gonna lie. Most people probably don't need something this stiff, and the fact that you've got tongue stiffeners that you can put in there to make it stiffer or softer is nice. I like the fact that you've got this for the liner as well to kind of change that pressure distribution. So if you have instep pains because of the crisscross, this might be an option for you, or you might find that the liner is too soft, so this will help stiffen it up. It's a well-built boot. I'm not a total fan of Nitro's Speed Zone system. It's just not for me. I've been a BOA guy for almost 20 years now. Actually, maybe longer than 20 years now that I think about it. But I think it's good. I think their liner foam is solid. Like, they put a lot of tech into this boot, and it really shows. But remember, the best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs, so find that boot. Overall, Nitro boots are really criminally underrated in my opinion, and I think more people should be looking at them. The other thing is this has a really deep heel pocket. It's going to be better for someone with a narrower heel that wants a stiff, aggressive boot. This has been my boot breakdown of the Nitro Capital TLS. If this isn't the boot for you, well, go watch one of our other boot breakdowns. If it is the boot for you, congratulations. I'm glad we were able to help you with this.